Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. Buckle up. Get ready for takeoff. Today, we're flying into the territory of the Department of Agriculture. That's our destination today, the USDA. So, apparently, cuts have been made to the USDA program. So, my news source is, well, CNN, unfortunately, because that's where they say it's the news source staff, the Communist News Network. You know how reliable that is? Well, so that's my source. It's on the KY3, but their source is CNN. That's where this story originated. So, take it with a grain of salt. This is the way it's going to go. Okay, the U.S. Agriculture Department has cut 2 programs that provided money for schools and food banks to buy food from local farmers. So they're cutting these programs. I wonder if that has anything to do with Doge. Roughly $600 million was earmarked for the Local Food and Schools Cooperative Agreement Program. The program helps states buy domestic local food in school and child care facilities. The rest of the money was earmarked for Local Food Purchase Assistance Cooperative Agreement Program. The program helps state and governments buy food produced within the state to help support local, regional, and underserved producers. According to the USDA's website, the food helps feeding programs like food banks and other organizations that reach unserved communities. By ending these programs, we'll suspend more than $1 billion in federal spending. Some officials have already voiced opposition to the announcement of the cuts, including the Iowa Food System Coalition. Okay, so basically, I'm not saying a big story here, but I can see how people can blow this up into a big story. $1 billion is not a whole lot of money. Basically, it's $1 billion, which, like I said, is not a lot of money. Let's see. Link ky3.com. So links to their .com website. Let's see. Save. Open. Save item. Share. Mark as suspicious. Go to settings. No, I want to see the original post. Okay, so basically, I'm trying to find the original post. That's really I need to go to. Because I opened up, it goes right to the KY3 website. And I want to read the comments. Okay, you know what? We'll just go to their Facebook post because that's what I want to see. Because all it does is take me directly to the link. I want to see the original post. So we'll go here. Because it's the comments that are really engaging. See, this post was made. Oh, talks about egg prices. Okay, hold on. Okay, I found the original post. One thing about the website, it's okay, but we want to read people's comments on this. Let's see what people are saying. This person says, this is what people voted for and wanted when they elected Trump. Okay, eventually we're going to have to cut programs. And this is what happens when budgets get cut. Now, I don't know if this is a response to Doge and the USDA is threatening Well, we're going to cut this program here where it really hurts. We want the people to feel it. Because here's what's going to happen. So you're cutting $1 billion that could be spent on these organizations like your public schools and food banks to buy from local farmers. But isn't most of that donated anyway? But wouldn't that also hurt the local farmers who are already struggling just to make ends meet? I mean, I understand budgets have to be cut somewhere. No matter what you do, you can't win with a budget cut. If you own a company, you own a business, you got to trim your budget. No matter what you do, it's going to hurt. I mean, it's unavoidable. It just is. This program ends when school is out. I'm sure a new program would be implemented, but based on more on controlled spending in season foods, etc. Schools won't need this until fall, so there is time to get that. It's just no longer a blank check. Yeah, there's been a lot of corruption. This person is saying you'll get over it, you'll adapt. Cuts are always made. Many do not have nutritional meals at home and depend on breakfast and lunch at school. This needs to be the last term for the Republicans currently serving in our White House. Such division. It's like no matter what you do, it's going to be bad. Let's see what the reply was. Many don't have it at schools either. School lunch equals chemicals. Basically, many don't have nutritional and depend on breakfast and lunch at school. Well, the school lunch program's not being cut. What they're doing is they're cutting their ability to buy from local farmers. So it's the local farmers who are being hurt by this. The school lunch program would just buy their food from other sources. But they're always cutting into the school lunch program. Why don't we discuss all the lawyers taking money away from the public schools? All these sue-happy parents. Oh, we don't want to talk about that. And that's a whole nother topic. Programs are being cut because of helicopter parents. Suing the schools constantly. In one school district, a third of their school budget goes for litigation. The lawyers are taking all the money out of your school system because of lawsuits, one after another. Teachers can't get a raise because we got to pay the lawyer, we got to pay the lawsuit. So teachers can't get raises. Your kids can't get a decent school lunch because litigation, helicopter parents. Just saying, schools are always being sued. Wow. This is not only hurts the food banks, but also local farmers. That's what I was saying. It hurts the local farmers as much as it does the food banks. Make cuts in Congress, keep them from giving themselves pay raises. That would get rid of a lot of wasteful spending right there. There is a lot of wasteful spending. We have to make cuts somewhere. And it's a shame that such needy programs like this one gets cut. But I'm sure this is a threat by the USDA, who doesn't need to cut this program. That's their decision. It has nothing to do. They're just retaliating. That's my opinion. Gleeful cruelty towards hungry children in public schools is a feature of MAGA. Wow, it's amazing how they can. I can see. But here's another thing. I said we can't get food at home. Well, where does mom and dad spend their money on? Cigarettes, alcohol, drugs. instead of groceries? No, I sat there and watched a single mom with her 6-year-old daughter spend all her money on lottery tickets when she could have bought her groceries. She had about $30 worth of scratcher tickets in front of her. And then she's the audacity to say, well, I don't have any money for groceries, so I can't feed my little girl. But you just blew $30 on scratcher tickets. I don't get it. But I'm just saying, you talk about the government having to cut this, cut that, and stories like this, wow, this is very politically charged here. Oh yeah. You should never cut funding for schools and food banks when it comes to people's groceries, especially schools. That's ridiculous. I agree. See, sometimes the left can say things that I agree with. It's not left or right. It's this. There's a lot of people that are hurting and struggling right now. And like the last story I just did on your tags on your car, here's another story. And wow, I agree. I was like, people are struggling. But Dave Ramsey would say, where's your money going? Part of the problem is the parents. When it comes to, I don't have any money and my kids depend on the school lunch. What about you, Mama? Daddy? Where is your money going? How many 6-packs of beer do you need? What are you spending your money on? I'm just saying, part of the blame has got to go to mom and dad, and not just the public schools and the government program. The problem is too many people rely on the government instead of relying on themselves. When I was down and out, I had to rely on myself. I had to go back to work and get a full-time job, which I now have. That's why you don't see me on YouTube as much. And today's my day off, so I'll be shooting these videos back to back. Probably got 4 or 5 videos to shoot today. This is my second one. This person says, I love reading the comments. So I want you guys to comment below on the situation with the USDA. Because I agree with a lot of it. I mean, families need as much help as they can get. I have sampled the food the school sends home with kids on Fridays. It's barely edible at best. Somehow I knew that. You can't make me believe kids are eating it unless their parents are creative and know how to doctor it up. In most homes, this doesn't happen. Yeah. That's the thing. You're right. Let's see some of the replies. Okay. This person says it includes a can of chicken. A can of chicken? A can of corn, can of pears, can of vegetable beef soup, box of mac and cheese, box of Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts? Hey, I love Pop-Tarts. Can of ravioli or SpaghettiOs. I love those raviolis, don't you? Ha! Man, I love them. 4 granola bars is to supplement the weekend for that child. It may not seem like a lot to us, but to a truly hungry child, it is a lot and would make a big difference. It is always the same though, so maybe they would like it switched up sometimes. But then again, it might be welcomed consistency for some of these kids. Using children as a weapon. Oh my God. But there are so many families struggling. But my question is, because when I saw that young lady do what she did, I always ask the question, where's your money go? You could have bought groceries with that $30 you spend on the scratcher tickets. Just saying. That's my response. And I'll probably produce this video. I don't know. I got another video I want to produce, and there's something I got to show you concerning that lady that I talked about who spent money on lottery tickets. I should do a video about the lottery. I'll do that today. We're back on our main studio. Why not? Why not? Absolutely. Okay. I don't know, because I had to stop this video. So I think we're up to 15, 16 minutes. See, this person says that's because the CACFP program is ridiculous. I don't know what that is. CACFP. What is that? I worked at a school and we have to order the cheapest, lowest grade foods. We also aren't allowed to use locally grown or donated foods. So you're expecting your kids to eat shit. I don't know. Our school lunches weren't that bad when I was a kid. Remember the rectangular pizza? Remember that? That was one of my favorites. The rectangle pizza. I love the rectangle. I just love it. This person says, are you referring to the backpack program where schools send non-perishable food items home so kids can have something to eat over the weekend because many won't have food otherwise? Again, that goes back to mom and dad spending money on drugs and alcohol. That goes right back to mom and dad. Why is it the school's responsibility to feed your kids? Look, I get it, mom and dad, but I've seen people, like I said, I'm not going to repeat myself. I've already said it. We're going to produce another video today, and I want you to, there's something along this line, you just got to see it for yourself. Well, we'll call it the lottery. I will produce that today. What school is using the funding to purchase local foods? I'm yet to see a school that buys local food. So they're saying the program that is being cut is supposed to support local farmers, but it's not supporting local farmers. That's very interesting. Don't you? Comment below. What's happening in your school system? What's happening in your community? What do you see? Despite the threatening cuts they're threatening to do, because this may or may not be related to Doge, and Doge isn't cutting these programs, but they're cutting staff, unnecessary spending, and this is the USDA's way of just reacting to that, saying, well, you're going to cut staff, we'll cut this. Well, USDA is not private, it's public, and Doge can say, no, it's supposed to go to local farmers, but apparently it's not. So if they're cutting this program, it's because of corruption. See, that right there tells me this program is corrupt. It's supposed to support the local farmers. According to these comments here, that's not what's happening. Just saying. Comment below. What's your reaction to this? What's going on here? Every distributor, every school around here uses the same distributor. They are not local farmers. Again, administration feels your kids are expendable. They don't want them educated or healthy. Their kids will survive. We will be educated, very healthy, survival of the most fit. No one matters but them and theirs. As long as you let it happen. Come together, defend what you want, or forever hold your peace. Administration feels your kids are expendable. They don't want them educated or healthy. I believe that. I think there's some truth in that. We have the most unhealthiest population ever. We have the lowest IQ than we've ever had. Our school systems are failing. Again. Yes, so sad this is happening. A lot of people seem to have an Ebenezer Scrooge mentality, as he put it, decrease the surplus population. Maybe we need to set up workhouses for the poor and send them there, feed them gruel. Why do people have to hate so much? Yeah. This person's talking about abortion, has nothing to do with the topic. This person says, half the kids have to pay for lunches, half do not, but people in prisons get free meals every day. How is that right? So many kids go to school for their safe place to eat, and this is probably the only place to eat they have. Why can't all kids eat free at schools? I don't know. But I guess we have this mentality of everything in society should be free. Yeah, the government is going to keep on. They will starve the farmers out, and then no one will have anything to eat, and the world will starve to death. Oh, come on, people. That's never happened, and it's never going to happen. So what do you think on this topic? It's not just the schools, but the food banks who are supposed to purchase the food from local farmers. But that's not what's happening, is it? The system is corrupt, so what do? You get rid of the program. It's already corrupt because the money is earmarked for the school to spend the money on local farmers. And they're not doing that. Just saying. Yeah, these programs need to exist. Unfortunately, we have programs that we have to keep. There's so much entitlement mentality going on here. Again. Wow. Those comments go on and on, but I don't have time in a video version to read all of these comments. I'll have to do a podcast. I'll have to, because I can do a 2-hour long form and just have at it. Comment below. What's going on in your community? What's happening? These cuts to the USDA. I mean, cuts have to be made. Okay, I'm hearing background music. But anyway, comment below. These cuts have to be made, sadly enough. And there are better places to make cuts. If we can't cut this program, what can we cut? What's your solution? Comment below. What's happening in your community? I want to hear from you. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, subscribe to this channel. If you are already a subscriber, welcome back. I don't appreciate my subscribers like I should, and I do appreciate you being here, and I just don't say it enough. I'll get better at it. But thanks for tuning in. It's hard to say au revoir. Wait a minute. They want to make cuts. There's something else I feel I have to say. Like, eat a bowl of fuck. Eat a bowl of shit. You want to cut these programs that our children need? Go fuck yourself. Yeah, eat a bowl of fuck. Sorry for the language, but that's just part of the... Anyway, so I can go on and on. There's so many comments that I could go through. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And it's good to be back in the main studio. With the spinning UFO, my airplane, my aliens having the Last Supper. Yeah, I've been kind of shooting outside in different locations. I've got 2 other locations. 3. I have a lake I can film. But I try to stay consistent. So, thanks for tuning. Thanks for tuning in. It's hard to say au revoir. So, au gratin. I'm getting ready to push the button. Here I go. I'm coming.